Guys, I don't even know where to begin with this story, so I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. Says there is no redemption. These dresses cannot be saved. We cannot fix it. Hi guys, it's Chilekwa. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to this channel, you can show that you like it here by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment down below. And without further ado, let's jump right into this video. First of all, guys, I just want to say that I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry that I haven't been so consistent on this channel. Like, it's just been crazy. My life's been busy, obviously, because I'm married now. So like, I don't even have the time to film. Okay, that's like, I don't want to say that the marriage is taking away my time, but it's crazy. Okay, it's been crazy, but I'm trying my best to be very consistent on this channel without wasting much of your time. I don't want to talk too much. I just want to jump right into this video because I'm going to be talking about the time this designer or tailor, because I'm going to use the word designer very loosely, did us dirty. Okay, unfortunately I don't have the guts to name drop because, first of all, I don't want to ruin anyone's business. Like, I don't want this person's business to all of a sudden not function because I said some bad about their business, and secondly, I don't think they would do the same to someone else. I just feel like it was just a situation where if we had communicated properly, we probably wouldn't be in this mess. I'm talking about a disaster that happened with the bridesmaids' dresses a week before our wedding. I met this girl. I think I met her. I first saw her post on Facebook, but I followed her on Instagram, and I think that's where my interest came in working with this particular girl. The other thing is, I mean, she did her work. She did it good, and her prices were also very fair. So I was just like, okay, let's use this girl. Before I even like introduced her to the bridesmaids or got the bridesmaid stuff done with her, I also had a few things done with her, and there's so many other projects that I wanted to do with her. So like, we got along pretty well. She did her service to me pretty well, you know, like everything was fine in the beginning. But like, when I was inquiring about the bridesmaids dresses, I had inquired for 9 bridesmaids. That was like my first inquiry, like a long time ago. That was when I was just trying to find out what the price would be. She gave me a very fair price. I was like, okay, great. I think my bridesmaids loved her pricing. And there was this particular dress we saw on her Instagram that's like my bridesmaid's second outfit. So like, we thought that she would execute the vision for that particular dress with the dress that we saw. So we were like, okay, fine, she's cheap enough. She looks like she can get the job done. So let's work with her. So here's the thing about the material that we had used or that we had gotten for their dresses. It was actually imported. It came from Botswana. This is like original German print material. I don't think a lot of Zambian tailors are very familiar with this particular material. So I'll get to that in a bit. I'm already running out of breath because, anyway, I texted her. I said, and I'm gonna insert screenshots here to say, the material is in. I have material for 8 dresses. I also made a down payment for the flower girl dresses because she was supposed to do the flower girl dresses too. So I showed her the materials, like, this is the material you'll be working with. She had a look at it and she said, oh, this is nice. This is actually gonna work for the type of dresses that you want because of the flare and everything. I'm just gonna insert a picture on the side, which will be popping up most of the time, just for reference, so that you know what we had in mind and the vision that we had for our dresses. Somewhere in July, everybody's measurements were taken by then. Fine. And so we kept asking her, so can you give us a date when everything will be ready so that the girls can come in and have their first fitting? She took time to give us that date. Wasn't giving me, I think she even blue ticked me, but I'm gonna insert screenshots and everything, but she did not give me feedback. And so eventually I said, okay, fine, give me a date. I said the 29th of July, which was like 2 weeks away from the wedding. So then my matron was like, you paid for these dresses in June, so she should have started a long time ago, and the 29th of July is way too close to the wedding. If she makes a mistake, you see where I'm going with this. So I asked her, is there a way you can make an adjustment to that date, like do an earlier date, because we did pay for these dresses so much ahead of time, so you can actually adjust the date if you can. And she blue ticked me, and then she went ahead. I think she told me when I called her, she told me like, no, I have a lot of other clients I'm dealing with, and that's why that's the best date I can work with. And I'm like, okay, fine, as long as you deliver, we're good. So I was chill, I was calm because I trusted her. I knew that, you know, she could deliver. I've seen her work before. She's done adjustments on some of my stuff, and I was happy. So I was just like, okay, fine. On the 29th of July, the day that was meant to be the fitting for the girls, she sends me a text message in the morning saying like, oh, can we postpone the fitting because I don't know, yeah, the dresses are not ready. But so one of my bridesmaids actually went in there on a Monday, on the Monday which was the 3rd of August. She went in there on the Monday, went to check on like to fit her dress, and she told me when she got there, she found this girl on her phone. There was no material inside. Like, this girl didn't even look like she was working. And the girl was confused, like, okay, what are you doing here? She's like, I'm Chileko's bridesmaid, here to try my dress on and stuff. The girl just said like, oh, the dresses are not ready, come on Thursday. What? So now we're just like, okay, time is moving, because if you say Thursday, now like we're getting a week close to the wedding. I called her and I'm like, okay, listen, whatever you're done with, whatever you've worked on, just let me know which bridesmaids dresses you've worked on, and I'm coming in with them, and we're gonna do a fitting because I just want to see what's happening, you know. So the very day I called her to let her know that I'm coming with my bridesmaids, she texts me to confirm how many dresses she's making. Tell me why sis said she made 9 dresses. Tell me why she made 9 dresses. She had all the measurements for each bridesmaid. There were 8 bridesmaids. Who is the 9th bridesmaid, sis? Which 9th person did you measure that you made the dress for? Tell me. Like, I know I inquired for 9 bridesmaids, but I paid for 8 bridesmaids. I took material for 8 bridesmaids. She measured 8 bridesmaids. Like, you guys, it's not making any sense. Like, who's the 9th bridesmaid? Tell me, because I don't understand. So I go in with 2 of my bridesmaids. We get there, we find her working on the dresses. Not really working on the dresses, like the dresses are there. Some of them are in pieces, like 2 or 3 of them look like they're put together, and she's still working on other things. And I think like the very next day, another bridesmaid went to check on her, and then she said, oh, the dresses have gone for overlocking. But yeah, they're almost done and stuff. Why did we not find a single overlocked dress? None of the dresses were overlocked when we went in there. None of them. She just looked confused. She's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, so I think this is hers. She can try this. And then the second bridesmaid's dress wasn't even ready. It was in pieces, and she goes like, yeah, you can just try this to see if that fits and whatnot. So the one bridesmaid that could actually have her dress tried on went to try on her dress, and this is how the dress came out. Like, I'm just gonna insert a picture over there. That's how her dress came out. And so, you know, we now share this picture in the bridesmaids group, like, okay, ladies, and this is the picture that this girl sent us. And the girls are just like, nah, sis, this ain't it. Like, we are not wearing those dresses. No, like, there is no way we're wearing those dresses. First of all, the dresses like were so big, so oversized, and I said like, please fix these dresses, make adjustments. We don't have much time. Like, next weekend is the wedding, so like, fix it. And she's like, yeah, sure, by Saturday I'm gonna fix. I'm like, okay, so can I have a look at the flower girls' dresses? About that, I haven't actually started on those, but those are pretty simple, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. I was pretty chill. I was actually very, very calm about this. I'm like, okay, fine. So the next day, one of my bridesmaids again goes in to check on her dress to see if it was ready. And she calls me, she actually video calls me wearing the dress and just goes like, sis, we are not seeing any vision here. There is no vision here. The dress is not working. It's not fitting. It's not doing anything. And I just told her, I was like, you know what? Pack all the dresses, pack all the material, not even a string of material should remain there. Just pack everything. We gotta find a plan B because we do not have the time. Now this tailor, designer, whatever she won't call herself, now decides to get upset, like, why are you guys taking back the material and whatnot? And I just said, like, listen, hello sis, we gave you this material a month and a half ago. You had over a month and a half to put these dresses together. You did not do that. A week before the wedding, you've done rubbish. You don't expect my girls to be wearing that on the day. Secondly, the material is super expensive. You've already ruined it. You've literally butchered these dresses, and we need to find someone who can execute the vision that we had wanted in the time that we have. So I'm sorry, we're not happy. Nobody's happy. We're taking our stuff and we're going. And then, like, I even told her, like, the arm area, like, you messed up the arm area, like, it's not what we asked for. And she said, it's because the material is not enough. And I was like, I asked you to make 8 dresses. I don't know why you made 9. So even the material being short is your fault. And I said, fine, just take the material from the 9th dress and fix the damn arms. Guys, it was a mess. Like, later she sends me a text and she goes like, I feel like your other tailor or whoever's gonna do the dresses should also do the flower girls dresses, because I fear, I'm just gonna insert screenshots, but she just pretty much said that she feels like the other tailor would execute the vision better, and so she's bailing on the flower girls dresses as well. Why would you add on to someone's stress like that? Like, my wedding is a week from now and you're telling me that you cannot help me? Like I mentioned, this material is not available in Zambia. It's not sold in Zambia. It's different. It's a very thick material. It's not like chitenge. It's much thicker than chitenge. It's heavier. So I would have appreciated if this person just told us from scratch, I've never worked with this material before. I don't know if I can execute it, but I can try. You know, if she had been honest from the beginning. If you've seen my Chilanga Mililo video, the bridesmaids dresses were actually made of the same materials. I remember the designer who did my dress for the Chilanga Mililo. She worked well with the material. It's gonna be familiar for her. She's gonna know what to do. So shout out to you, the brand Muzo. If you're not following her, I'm gonna put her Instagram details down below and her Facebook details. Make sure you give her a like and a follow. She is the best. Her service is amazing. She literally saved us from this catastrophe of a mess. It was a mess. Like, whew. It's like she was the nicest person ever. Like, she literally followed us to our last rehearsal. She came, did the bridesmaids fitting. I asked Muso, I was like, can you fix these dresses? I sent her a picture and she said, oh yeah, I think we can just add some darts here, you know, do some alterations and make it smaller. I'd obviously have to change the arms and things like that. And she's like, yeah, cool, no problem, we can do that. Then comes the day when Musa actually comes to see the dresses in person and get the girls' measurements. She takes one look at the dresses and she's like, nah sis, there is no redemption. These dresses cannot be saved. We cannot fix it. The only way to do it is to change the design altogether. She wasted over 5 meters of material. I'm gonna insert the price per meter for this material. She wasted more than 5 meters of that material. Poor customer service. Like, you couldn't even stick to your own timelines. You almost cost me my perfect day. You just ruined everything. Like, what we wanted and what we actually did was not it, but we were still very happy with what we ended up with and how she saved us from like the disaster that was there before. And so yeah guys, that was the disaster, that was the nightmare that we had experienced a week before my wedding. And let me know down below if you've had any similar experiences, especially close to your wedding. If you've had any bridesmaids dress horror stories that happened weeks before the wedding, what plan B did you do? Like, let me know, because we went through the most, we went through it. And thank you, shout out to the brand Muzo again, because you girl saved our lives. You did the damn thing. Oh, and she also came through with the flower girl dresses as well. She done delivered, and I'm just gonna insert pictures so that you guys can see. what she did. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this with your friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.